Hey, what's up, YouTube? Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You already know what we getting ready to get into now. Right here, we have Corey and we have Kendra. They're the two most interesting people ever. Corey is probably one of the funniest comedians of all time. And they have an interesting conversation about relationships and everything. And Kendra, she's been struggling quite a bit because of her age and her attitude. And she's at a point in her life where she's hoping for possibilities and not really too focused on probabilities. But this appeared to be very entertaining, so let's get right into it.
For the fireworks, last time I went down here, you was here.
Oh, I got a feeling it's about to go again.
Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
All right, Chicago Theater tonight.
It's going down.
Going down. This is like my Chicago Bulls championship. I get a chance to work the Chicago Theater and sell the tickets based off my name.
Yeah.
It feel good, man. And to the security guard girl who I just got down with, listen, I'm getting my room key changed. I couldn't believe you thought I was going to leave you. we done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
What do you mean you done? Speaking of which, let's just get into the conversation we had off the air. Whenever Corey gets here, we always get into these conversations, relationship-wise. I want to bring up the last time you was here. Let's just talk about this time. Corey just said that a woman has to have sex with at least 10 men before she can make wise decisions in her dating atmosphere. Is that what you said? What did you say?
When you have been destroyed due to rejection because you thought you were special, it makes you a better woman.
But why does it take 10 men to sleep with to
It
get
takes
there?
about, after that 10th guy, I think intelligent women are like, you know what? I'm not who I thought I was.
But wait, Corey, so this analogy could go both ways because a lot of times it's not always the guy's rejecting the woman. The woman can be rejecting the guy, and the guy might want to be with her, and she's keeping it moving.
But women don't want those guys that try to be with them. Women want the guys that they can't get.
Yeah.
They feel good walking in the club with the guy that's all that, one way or another.
Women
you know
are
what I'm saying?
attracted to men that
women
other
never
women want.
settle for
That's
that
no
good
surprise.
dude that want to do right by them.
We had that part of the conversation.
I don't think women are used to rejection. Men are used to rejection. We can take a no. We get it all the time.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if we get rejected, we still gonna get
right.
with somebody. There's so many daughters growing up that are born to be dropped off.
What do you mean?
Born to be dropped off?
What does that mean? What does
Pull
that
up in
mean?
front of their house and be like, well, I had a good time. I see your kids looking out the window. Hey, she coming up now. You know, there's too many girls like that. So even if we don't get the one we want, we gonna get one because you outnumber us, ladies.
Oh, okay, there's truth to that. And the number aspect, but I feel like you might not get the girl you want. Like, yes, you'll get a girl, but how many good women have you lost that you regret?
I have never lost a good woman.
I disagree with
I
that.
have never lost a good woman. All of the women that I was able to be with, I knew I was going to get them. As soon as I saw them, I was like, this is an alley-oop right here. I see the struggle in them. That's what I chase strugglers.
All right, Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us.
I chase strugglers. Why would I chase a girl? Look, you got a job. You see how hard it is for me to get with you?
You got a job.
I've been trying to smash her since I saw her, but it just...
Never
Hey, yo.
All them radio girls, when they lose their radio job, I get them.
No, you don't get me ever. 'Cause
10
I'm
years
like,
from now,
No, 10 years
you
from now.
belong to me.
Corey Holcomb in the studio, Chicago. We are coming right back. Don't go
And don't
nowhere.
you laugh at his...
Let's get in a little dirt and get around in the virtual. GCI. Corey Holcomb is hanging out with us today. Already starting trouble, man.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm here to do.
Let me ask you a serious question because I know you stir things up and it's part of who you are as a comic and as a person.
That
Has it
girl
ever-
lied. She wanted to...
No, I'm not taking it there.
I thought you heard about it.
Have you ever gotten into any controversy that felt like, yo, this is a little too hot. I need to fall back a little bit.
Nah, I mean, what controversy can I get in? I know this is a culture where people can lose their jobs for telling the truth, but fortunately, I have built a following that will come see me anyway. What can the
Yeah.
news media do to try to bring me down?
There's truth to that.
I don't even play with kids. I don't even be around my kids.
What do you mean you'll be around your kids, Corey?
My kids, I hear about them, and when they get older, I try to be friends with them later on.
Well, you hear about your kids when they get older.
Yeah, when they get older, they find me, and I'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? Take them and buy them stuff.
Where was you at when they were 5 and 6?
Oh, that's when you're supposed to be with your mama and who she with at that time.
You a sperm donor then, Corey.
No, look, it's very rare that brothers grow up with their kids in America. And when you say that, it shouldn't be shocking.
Well, there's
most
two men right
kids
here.
grow
I was
up
about to say
visiting
that.
their dad.
Well,
Not mine. I can't, but that's why I know I could never do that. It is common. I'm not arguing that.
Of course,
you
yeah.
said.
The anomaly.
Your kids grew up with you?
My
Yes.
kids are in my house every day. I'm taking them to practice. I'm
That
doing
is
as
so
much
beautiful.
as possible.
That is so beautiful.
But you know what? I totally
I'm
get
gonna
what
learn how to
Corey
play
was
the
saying.
violin and come up here.
I was in the barber shop talking to some homies, and the first thing they said was, "Man, you had both of your parents growing up." And that, like, we laugh,
Right.
but a lot of dudes didn't grow up with both parents in the home. So
that's
then you
rare.
yeah.
That's rare. I'm from Chicago, man. It's a whole bunch of single moms who got opinions and they lonely. That's really what the world is about. All you women who have something to say, you saying it to people who not with you.
But listen, okay, but they're single mom because the guy's not with them. So is there any accountability to the
They're a
man
single
that
mom
left
because
that
their
family?
opinion is more important than being with the person that they had kids with.
What do you mean by that?
Just think about how many women grow up the kids grow up just with their mom. Like if you really think about the statistics with that, something is really wrong. And when you think about what's wrong, why isn't the man in the house? The government is part of it because they give the women tools against the man, but don't give the man tools against the women. So it's like we're being assisted by the government to split the families.
That's
Well,
what,
here's the deal, though.
That's COINTELPRO
real.
right there.
I
That's
agree
been
with
on
that.
for
Only
six
thing that I
years.
don't agree with is you're giving a lot of the accountability to the woman of the family. It takes the man to be a part of the family too. So if he's helping her create the child and he doesn't stick around to help raise the child, that's his fault. It's not her fault.
No, if you're a woman and you want to keep the man that you had a baby with, you have to bow down.
You have to bow down.
You are not in charge here.
What are you talking about, Corey?
You have
You're
to
trying
bow
to make me
down.
upset. What is She's trying to make me upset. I'm not gonna.
Do you have kids?
I don't have any kids.
Obviously, you ain't got no kid. That's what I'm saying. It's like
What do you mean?
you're not going to bow down.
No, I'm not. But I would
Right.
have enough money to raise my child with or without the guy.
Right. So money, you'll have kids raised with money.
Okay. But the
I'm
guy,
saying,
but I will say this though, the
I'm saying-
guy loses out though. You're making it seem like the
no,
woman.
the guy
if-
can
if-
always make kids. I start over tomorrow with him.
But let me ask
Oh
you-
my
But let me
God.
ask this though, because Kendra did ask you, does the guy have any accountability in that situation?
I'll put it like this. I'm not going to be with a woman I don't respect. And most of the women I sleep with are not respecting me.
Corey.
Corey Holcomb is on
I get them because I got money.
That means you don't respect
I
yourself.
got
then.
money.
That means
We
you
have
don't
one
respect
more break,
yourself.
because
then.
We're gonna come back,
That
man.
means you don't respect yourself, then, Corey. There's some people that you don't.
No,
respect.
it's not about me not respecting myself because when I wash up and get my car, I feel great. But I'm saying, like, it's the money. I have money, so I'm going to smash today after the show.
All right, hold on, man. We coming right back. More of a Corey Holcomb, man. It's the WGC. I'm on this.
Money!
No wins, GCI.
And keep in mind too, I mean, so Kendra G, she's always had a problem with relationships, and she called in the Kevin Samuels show. Kevin Samuels tried to give her the lowdown. She wasn't having it. You know, it's pretty typical. She rejected the information. She's too set in her ways, and you know, she's talking about freezing eggs and doing all of this other stuff, and it's just like, what are you doing? What are we talking about here? Why are you even talking about this sort of stuff? Okay, you should be trying to find a man. You should be laser focused on finding a man, he says, right? You don't have time to waste. But of course, she rejected it because she's overly focused on what's possible versus what's probable. Is it possible to win the lottery? Absolutely, it's possible to win the lottery. People win the lottery all the time, but it's rare. Okay? You have about a 1 in 280 million chance of winning a lottery. Those are odds that I don't want to be behind, you know? But according to Kendra G, it's okay to be behind those odds because the thing is, she's waiting for Mr. Perfect and she's not realizing that the guy that she may want probably won't be looking for a woman like her.
Marriage is a practical choice. And you can make all these things you want, ma'am. And yes, you're 41, but you're going to be 50, just like that.
I know, I will be.
So the question becomes, if you want to be married, I mean, let's be real. You're freezing your eggs for a reason. Why?
I did.
But in order for all that to happen, you have to have a man that you deem worthy propose to you.
Okay, and that's and
Hold on.
Okay.
That man, if he could meet your high standard, he could meet a lot of other women's standard as well. And here's the problem. There are hundreds of you, thousands of you. Why should he pick you over the one that can carry her own babies at 24 or 25 or 26, who are willing to get on his program, who don't have as many expectations as a woman your age?
Because a guy she may want, she climbed the socioeconomic status and she wants a guy at least on her level or higher, but men on her level or higher. They're not looking for women like Kendra G. They're not looking for uncooperative, confrontational, sassy, disrespectful, masculine women. They're just not. They're looking for more traditional women, especially the more well-off the guy is. He's looking for a more traditional woman. And Kendra G, she's not a traditional woman. She's very new wave feminist and just kind of, thinking that she's equal to a man and, making all of these other claims. And it's just like, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing that? And I wanted to bring that to light because although Kevin tried to help her, she took it so personal to the point of her getting back on air on a radio show and talking bad about him and saying things about his background and basically doing anything and everything to invalidate and discredit him.
Kevin Samuels, the one thing I forgot to ask you when I was on your platform is, where's your wife? Where is the woman that you are married to that can prove your thought process on what it takes to have a successful Black family actually works because you have one yourself? But then I realized you're not even married. Not only are you not married, you have been married twice, divorced twice. So therefore, you mean to tell me you know all that it takes to have a successful marriage, but it didn't even work in your own life?
Because she knows what he said made a lot of sense. In fact, it made too much sense.
Look, if you want to have your career, it's going to cost you. That if you want to get married and have kids, you need to do it before a certain age to have a better shot.
So much so where she felt like she had to come back online and redeem herself. So it's really interesting. And, much of what Corey is saying, it's true. Of course, he has to put comedy in. It's similar to Kevin. They have to keep the audience entertained. But, he's telling you the truth. And if you don't want to, deal with it, okay. You could buy yourself a dog, a cat, a turtle, whatever you want. And you can live the rest of your life with possibilities. But you're on the wrong side of data and statistics.